It showed it was okay.
We live now?
Yeah, we're live now.
I clicked the live and then the intro. What the heck?
It did. It played the intro. Did you guys see the intro in the chat?
Or was I just rocking out to it by myself?
I was rocking out. I swear. It
Okay.
said live.
Yeah, that's so weird. But anyways, hi everyone.
This is what happens. Grace isn't here. I'm just kidding.
Probably. Hey Mousy. Hey Juju. Hey Kay.
Hey, Kay. Good to see you.
Oh,
Mousy,
no
Juju.
intro, so it was just us
Oh,
rocking out to it. Oops.
whoops.
We're off to
I,
a great start, aren't we?
I swear it said live.
I did too, because I clicked the go live and then quickly clicked the thingy. So I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to blame StreamYard.
Hey April. The chat isn't on the video either?
What?
Let me see. It's showing up on mine.
Did we make a mistake? Did we?
Yeah, see if it's on your end, because on mine I see it. Do you see it on yours, Cass?
Yeah, I see it.
Because I see it on here and my phone.
Huh.
Maybe YouTube doesn't want to be our friend tonight. We'll see.
I don't know.
Well, how's everybody doing? I haven't seen you guys in a little bit, so what is going on? It's finally Thursday. I'm still used to us going on Tuesdays, so
I know.
It doesn't feel like tomorrow's Friday for me.
Uh-oh. I'm okay.
Oh, you still don't see it?
Hey, April. I don't know if I said hi already. If I did, okay, hi again.
Does everybody else see chat? Hi, always grateful. Good to see you. So Grace will not be joining us tonight, so you guys get just me and Cass, if that's okay. You have to scroll down to see the chat.
That's weird.
Are you on your phone or computer? Okay. Yeah, she's fine. Just needed a little break. But she should be back next week. Oh, it's your computer?
Uh-oh. She's on her computer. I don't know.
Can you see it?
Yeah, because on the computer, it's usually on the side, right?
Yeah, usually.
When chat?
Yeah.
Because she's saying she has to scroll down, like it's below the video instead of to the side. I think that's what she's meaning.
Yeah.
I'm always on my phone, so.
Yeah. Shaved iced coffee? That sounds so good. We're going to have to make some adult beverages with it, too. She got a new shaved ice maker. I'm jealous.
Oh, that's interesting. I want to try it.
I got for my husband's birthday, I got him a mini ice cream maker. I need to try coffee ice cream with it.
I didn't think about that. I haven't seen a lot of that though. A lot of like ice cream coffee, where people are using it ice cream as like mixing it as like a creamer.
Yeah. Well, what's weird is a lot of coffee ice creams don't have coffee in them. It's just other random flavorings or something.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah, so tonight we're doing something a little bit different that we haven't done yet. Hopefully, it all goes well because we plan on doing it for future streams, just changing it up.
Yeah,
Because
trying to do. Oh, good. Look at Juju fixing stuff. Good job, Juju.
she's such a
Hey,
good mod.
yep, always fixing things.
So tonight we're going to be reading, well, it's the theme we're going to be trying to go with um, is Reddit said it. Tonight we'll be reading Am I the Asshole posts and sharing our opinions, letting you guys share your opinions. And because I didn't realize Reddit has such a plethora of stuff.
Yeah, it has a bunch of stuff. I found like some funny ones like that aren't AITA,
Yeah.
and like there's some crazy stuff. Like I looked up creepy, looked up like anything I looked at like some are like mysterious, like so many different topics on there, relationships.
Mm-hmm. I never had an account until I think today I made it.
Oh yeah, I don't even have an account yet still, but I don't know if that makes it better. I
Yeah.
never understood how to work Reddit because it just seems like a gibberish to me.
Yeah. I was still trying to mess around with it and it got kind of overwhelming. So I stopped, but found a good story. So do
Yeah,
you want to share yours first or do you want me to share mine first?
you can go first because I know.
Or rock, paper, scissors. Just
No,
kidding.
no, no, no. You can go first because I know we got some opinions on yours.
Yeah. That's why I picked mine because I read it and I was like, I actually can relate to it. So, um, okay. It's Am I the asshole for not letting my sister in law hold our baby? And he says, my wife and I just brought home our beautiful baby. When we got home, I wanted my older son to hold the baby. He's 14. But my wife said no. She said she wasn't comfortable with anyone but us holding the baby yet. I wasn't happy about this, but I respect that. As a mom, she's anxious about how vulnerable our baby is. So I let it go. Yesterday, her sister came over and wanted to hold the baby. I said no, that my wife and I aren't comfortable with anyone but us holding him yet. My wife then said it was fine, that her sister was a special case. I said no, that I wasn't comfortable with it. Her sister got offended and left. My wife is angry with me and says I was an asshole to her sister. I think I'm just being consistent. Was I an asshole to my sister in law?
No, because it's like it's got to apply to everyone. You can't just apply
Yeah.
to one person and not the other. If it's gonna be, no one could, like for example, um, no one actually came to visit us in the hospital, even though it was way before like COVID. My
Mhm.
mom was the only one because she was actually there during the delivery and she would bring us food that
Yeah.
wasn't nasty hospital food. So
Yeah.
she was the third person to hold him after my husband and I. But we didn't. It's just with my husband working graveyard, he was sleeping during the day when I was taking care of her son, like in that uncomfortable hospital couch chair thing, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm gonna have people coming in and out while he's trying to rest, so he can be up with our son at night, so I can rest.
Oh, Grace
So,
is here. Hi,
but
Grace.
yeah, hey, hey, Grace.
So
Well,
my
yeah, they're both assholes. Yeah, 'cause
well, I was laughing when I read this because my older sister, love her to death, she's my best friend now. But after my niece was born several years ago, um, at the time, she and I both worked at the same daycare, and at the day I think it was the same day that she got to come home from the hospital. A coworker gave me a ride home. So my sister knew this coworker, obviously, because we all work together. And anyways, I walk in and I'm all excited to see my niece, and my sister just instantly like points the finger at me, telling me like, don't come near her. You're covered in germs. She's like, I'm gonna be anal. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, I get it. I'll stay away. But then, not 5-10 minutes later, she lets my coworker hold the baby, and I'm thinking, we work at the exact same place. You're worried about, the germs from being around kids all day. So I thought, why does she get to hold her and I don't? So I was kind of like, if you're not going to let me hold her, why does she get to? Before, changing clothes, washing, like all that. So I get where this guy's coming from, where he's like, you're not going to let our son, who is obviously in the house all the time, he can't hold his little sister, but the aunt can. I side with him on this one.
I kind of I side with Juju because that would have been hilarious. Hand the baby to the 14-year-old to hand to the aunt.
Yes, that's a
So everyone could be an asshole.
Yeah. Well, and it kind of shows her like, well, if that's what I'd be like, well, why can't older brother, our son hold his own little sister? But
Yeah.
like that doesn't make
Yeah, like because at the time we were living with my parents and my younger brother was still living there at the time. So yeah, my parents were able to hold it. But of course, even though they worked outside, they would always wash their hands beforehand.
Yeah.
And but we didn't have anyone come because around the time he was born, it was around cold and flu season. So at that time, we're like, okay, we're gonna give it like a month. But I'm not really like close with my side of the family anyway. So
Mhm.
besides my immediate family, so like my parents held him. My younger brother did hold him for like a second, but he was too nervous. Like, Carrie, you can have it back, or you
Yeah.
can have him back.
It's like once
But
they start crying, it's like, anybody want this?
yeah, like take it. But yeah, so I can understand her, but I can understand him. Like if you're gonna have a rule, the rule has to apply to everyone.
And I'm
That's just
wondering
my
what the
opinion.
special case is, because he didn't really clarify what she meant by, oh, this is a special case. Okay, what
I
do you
don't
mean?
know.
Oh no.
Or
Dis-
he's
disagree with me.
yeah, he doesn't hear you. He's just watching his video. You know how kids are. They just randomly start talking.
Oh no, I meant Kay said, oh hell no.
Oh.
What
Oh,
what did I
she's
do?
saying, oh heck no, like for like why would your coworker over flesh and
Oh,
blood
yeah. And
be able to hold the baby?
I didn't say anything at the time, but when our coworker left, I was kind of like, why is she holding her and I can't? And she said something like, because I worked with toddlers, that I I guess she thought they're more germy than 3-year-olds. I'm like,
3-year-old is a toddler,
well, it's
isn't
like
it?
it's all in this no, but either
I
way, it's
always
like they're all in the same place. It's all germs. There's no ranking on germs.
well still a 3-year-old is probably the 3-year-old is probably one of the most disgusting ones because they're still putting stuff in their mouth that they
Well,
shouldn't be putting in their
they're
mouth.
potty
Not saying
training. They're
yeah.
all there's more kids. Like the ratio is higher. Um, yeah, newborns have a ton of immunity. It's later that yeah. So, what do you guys think? Should we say a 1 if you think the husband was an asshole, 2 for no, the wife is the asshole, or 3 for they both are? Yeah, I know some people that are like, they pass around the baby like hotcakes, and then other moms that are like, no, nobody but me.
Yeah, like I didn't even see like my cousin and her wife had a their son's in one now, but I didn't even see like a picture of him for a week. Like for a whole week they decided to do where it was just them three before they decided to share him
Hmm.
to everybody else. That's just something, and I respected that. I wasn't texting her going, "Where's the picture? Why haven't I seen a picture?"
Yeah.
Like, cause, and I wasn't at the time. I wasn't on social media as far as I wasn't even on IG at the time. I had him, and we had a rule because like our family is on Facebook and stuff. Like, no pictures of him on Facebook. That
Yeah.
was our rule. Like, we didn't want him
Hmm.
on We didn't
Yes,
want him
we
on
do.
social
Three is
media.
both.
Yeah, three was both. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my big thing too, was stop posting or sharing pictures. Well, because my mom, she would constantly pick on me for not, like, you don't post enough. And I was like, well, for one, I'm too exhausted to even think about Facebook, but also I didn't, that wasn't how I was. I didn't want to document every little thing. Some of it I just wanted to keep to us. And when I did
Yeah, and
post,
there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah. And when I would post, she would share my photos and then tag like a bunch of different people without my permission. And when I said, don't do that, it's, how dare you? I want to share my grandchild. And, well, it's my child, not, I go first.
Well, because like that's the thing I've noticed, like with Facebook, it's this that you always got that one person that wants to be the first to post a picture of like a newborn that isn't theirs.
Well, because I had a C-section, they were just rolling me out of the OR. She sees me down the hall, and her first question is, "Can I post a picture?" Are you kidding me?
Like,
Really?
can I get off these? Can I get off of these drugs first before you ask
Seriously,
me
and
questions?
I don't even remember if I said yes or no, but I just remember that was the first thing she said. And I thought, "Wow, what times
Like,
are we in?"
like refer to the other one. That's like refer to the husband. Husband could say no for you.
So looks like majority is saying 2 and 3. So this guy got lucky. Nobody in here thinks he was the asshole. Well, just him. Just him.
Yeah,
But yeah, I agree. I
the
I would have been.
answers to the aunt. Like, I understand she was upset, but
Well, it's strange too that this wasn't her first, and I know there's like a 14-year gap, but that seemed more like something you would do with your first newborn,
yeah,
not.
yeah, exactly what Kay was saying. She was like, must have been her first baby because by the second, third, you don't care.
Yeah. And why can't the siblings of all people hold their own sibling? Like, that's just odd.
Yeah. Well, my cousin, which is, um, she had a daughter when she was 15, and her daughter's 14 now. Well, actually, she just turned 15, but she has a 14-year gap with her youngest that was born last year, and then like a 10-year gap with the middle child.
Hmm.
So it's like a big gap. It's like I was like thinking, you got a 15-year-old that you don't need to really watch. Like you don't need to babysit. You pretty much. Why would you want to start over?
Yeah.
You got a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old. Why would you want to start over? No, I have an 8-year-old. I'm not. I don't want to.
Right.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But I guess because both her sisters, like her two sisters, were having a baby. And
Oh, you know what, Kay, you're right. I went back and read it, and it says I wanted my older son to hold the baby. Okay, so
yeah,
not
so
it
that
is her first baby.
okay, but still, that's even worse. That's like excluding the
Yeah,
sibling. The
I
stepson, the
she's
stepson.
kind of putting a barrier there, I
Yeah,
feel like. Like if you're gonna have a blended family, you'd want,
right.
especially at that age when teenagers are very hormonal, emotional, and the last thing you want is to make them feel like a stepkid.
Exactly, Juju. Don't you want people, or don't you want the 14-year-old to be changing diapers? Maybe the 14-year-old will be nice and get up in the middle of the night and change a diaper for you.
I think I was
But you
11 when
just,
I was changing my siblings' diapers, and I didn't have a choice.
I was 8, no, 7, 8, no, 9. Oh my goodness. I don't know how old I was.
79.
I was I was 9 when my two younger cousins were born, and we were always changing diapers then.
That doesn't sound like fun, especially
Oh
at
no,
that
it
age.
wasn't. No, it wasn't fun at all. Well, I used to babysit like when I was a teenager too,
Yeah. So I've
and
changed probably thousands of diapers in my life.
and then I had a one of my best friends. That's an she's an ex best friend. Her sister had 4 kids, and I knew her once since I was 8, and so I was helping her with her nephews and niece.
Jersey,
Jersey, Jersey JoJo. Oh my goodness!
how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. Oh my gosh. So
If
glad
I
you're
can even type.
here.
See, I don't even need to type her name anymore because it's already
Yeah.
so good to see you, Jersey JoJo. Welcome, welcome.
I hope you're doing
Glad you
good.
finally made it.
Hey, do you want to move on to your story now?
Oh, I'm doing good. Yeah, yep, Colorado. Good time.
Because I think we established that he wasn't the bigger asshole in this situation.
Yeah, it was both.
So, what do you have for us?
Okay. I might have to keep going back and forth since if I'm off of, because I'm toggling back and forth on my phone. If I'm off StreamYards for too long, eventually I'll go mute. So, or you won't hear me anymore. So, if you don't hear me anymore as I'm reading, let me know so I can pop
Oh,
back
okay.
in. All right. Okay. So, mine is: am I the asshole for telling my sister that I would kick her out if she kept being rude to myself and my husband? My sister, 39 female, Amy, is in the process of divorcing her wife. My husband, 49 male, Alexander, and I, 48 female, are letting her stay with us until she's back on her feet and has a new place, as her work is closer to us than our parents, brother, or sister. She's been with us for 12 days, though she's staying with our parents tonight, and she's been getting on my nerves the entire time. Amy doesn't exactly have the best track record with relationships. Hold on 1 second. Toggling real quick. This is her second divorce so far. She was with her wife for about 4 years total, married for 3.5 or so. She's been taking time off work to recover, as she puts it, largely by either hanging out around our house, spending time with our parents and siblings, or spending time with her friends. I completely understand, and this is a really upsetting and stressful time. But she simply isn't respecting me or Alex the way that I feel that she should. Sometimes this has come up in small ways, complaining that I didn't get the right chips for her, but not going to the store to get them herself, asking Alexander not to work on his where'd it go? Not to work on his puppet in our dining room because it freaked her out. Sometimes in ways that are small but recurring, loudly sighing whenever she walks into a room and Alex and I are being affectionate, saying you wouldn't understand at all because you've never had a break up before. At the start of every conversation where we offer support, rolling her eyes whenever Alex gives me a compliment or vice versa, and sometimes in big ways. Yesterday, okay, where to go? Sorry, toggling back and forth. Yesterday, we had a family dinner at our house. After dinner, we were spending time together, and Alex and I were being idly affectionate, the way we always are. At one point, Alex gave me a quick kiss on the cheek, and Amy got very upset. She told us to stop throwing our relationship in her face, and that you should know that it's rude to act like that when blank got broken up with. I don't with L when she got broken up with, or Amy. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, threw me off for a second because it don't make sense. This made me very upset. After all, I'm not exactly getting anything out of letting her stay with us for free for weeks until she gets on her feet. I told her this and that much, and if she had it to let it be known constantly, she could leave. She began to cry, then went to our den where she's staying until our mom coaxed her out, then coaxed her out. See, can't read. Then went home with them, though all of her things, minus a backpack worth, are still here. I get that I might have sucked. I get that it might suck to see happy couples when you're going through something like this, but surely that doesn't mean Alex and I should have to pretend not to be as close and loving as we are in our own home. Am I the asshole?
No, that's an easy one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, good lord.
Right?
I mean,
Like,
I can agree about the puppet because puppets
yeah, like that
not
that
right,
is creepy,
but
but like, but to me it's like when you're staying for free at someone else's home, maybe if you see it or you know that their routine, okay, this is the night he's gonna have those creepy things out. I'm gonna go and stay in here.
it's
Like,
puppet time.
yeah, that is exactly. Jersey, is she 12? No. That's probably why she has two divorces.
I was gonna
Yes.
say that it's probably a her problem, and I'm gonna assume she's not paying any kind of rent, chipping in
No,
for
she said for free.
utilities or
Yeah, she's
food, but
like,
then thinks she gets to say, "You don't buy the chips I like."
yeah, when
What?
she can, you're a grown adult. You can go to the chip. You can go to the store and get the chips you like.
And it sounded like she didn't have a job either. If he said all
No,
she
she's
does,
taking a few days. She's taking a few weeks off. She's taking some time off of work because she's going through a hard time with
well,
her divorce right now.
I'm wondering, is she using vacation time? Because I don't know
Yeah.
what job would let you have time off to recover from a breakup unless you had personal time to
No,
use.
if she is, I don't. If she is in, I don't claim California. They might have. I think California is pushing to where when it comes to like any kind of mental health, they got the employers have to give them time off. I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Go get your own chips, please.
That's just
Crystal,
and then to say you guys can't show affection while I'm here, it's like she could walk outside and probably see a happy couple. Like that's just the
well,
way the
that's the
world
thing.
is.
That's the problem. Is she's just been sitting in the house,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'm sorry, but if you can't handle a freaking kiss on the cheek, and
Hmm.
don't go to no parks. You don't know what you're gonna see there.
And if it's her second divorce, it's like, okay, you should be kind of familiar with it. So it's not your first rodeo. So
Exactly, Juju. Get them some booze, so treat them for letting you stay.
yeah, exactly. Okay, no one is gonna stay in my house and tell me what to do.
That puppet told her. The
Probably
puppet said,
did.
"I ate your chips, bitch."
Puppets aren't right. Like clowns and no.
Any kind of puppet, I think of the
That-
Goosebumps book,
That's
and
the
then
only
there
thing
was
I could give her a little, leeway for. But even still, it's his house. If he wants to play with puppets, she can go to her room.
Yeah.
What puppets are cute? Like sock puppets? That's about it. She ran
Oh
out.
no. Wow.
See,
I bet he ran her out of your house, though, Jersey.
it's so hard to let people stay with you that aren't like that. And if you get someone that's a good guest, then you're lucky. Because,
Like, how dare you let her run out of hot water? How dare you, Jersey JoJo?
well, that's
How
almost
dare
the
you not
biggest
have
favor.
unlimited?
It's almost the biggest favor you could give to someone. Because either if they don't have a roof over their head, or their home isn't safe, or in Jersey's case, their AC was out, because you don't want to, be without electricity. So to have someone let you into their home and probably for free, and then you're going to act like that, like, hell no.
Oh, my goodness. Gremlin is asking for stuff.
Snacks.
Yeah, pretty much. A little milk.
Always Graceful said I would fill the house with creepy dolls to freak them. I mean,
That,
hey,
like,
if
shoot.
you know what freaks them out, do
Might
it.
as well.
That way you don't have to be the one to say, get out.
I think everyone agrees that it's number 2, the sister.
Yeah. I mean, there might be someone that doesn't, but that was an easy one.
Yeah.
So
But
one
I
in
just, like,
5.
the reason why I read that one, because it's just like, how entitled do you have to be to go up in someone's home, stay there for free, and try to run their household like that? It's just a no.
Yeah, they'd have to be out like that day, or be like, you know what? We're doing you a favor, show some respect, or go to a hotel.
Right. Go to mommy's. There you go.
Or go back to the person you're divorcing, because let them have you.
That's probably why she's getting a divorce.
Probably the entitlement. And didn't
Yeah.
it say
I know, I was
this
reading.
wife she was with, they were together 4 years, but married 3.5?
Yeah, so that means they're only like together 6 months
Yeah,
before
so
that.
they didn't know each other or weren't together very long to. So maybe she wanted the divorce early on, but was like, maybe she'll change, and then was like, I can't do it anymore. Get out. Take your chips with you.
I don't like those chips anyway.
Oh, the history of dolls. I found out the history of Raggedy Ann, and I'm surprised I'm not traumatized, because my mom had a whole collection of Raggedy Ann dolls when we were growing up. And the movies, the Annabelle movies, are based off Raggedy Ann. They just didn't use a Raggedy Ann doll because she doesn't look as creepy as the movie doll. So yeah, there's a Raggedy Ann doll possessed in that locked case thing.
Oh man, you did not sleep that night, did you, Juju? I know I wouldn't have.
A room full of, no.
No, like, I think I'm just gonna go to a hotel. Thank you.
I'd sleep
What
in
if
the
you're at
hall
an
before I.
Airbnb? Like, what if you go to an Airbnb and they have like their whole house like decorated a certain way that's creepy?
Well, they
What
have
would you do?
ones that are like advertised that way too, and
I
people will
know.
willingly go in. What? No?
Well, like the Conjuring house, you can. I think you can either stay on the property, like in a barn or something, for a night, but it's super
Mm-hmm.
expensive and it's like so
Yeah.
booked up. But it's like,
There's ones with,
no,
there's clown themed ones, and people will.
I can't do no. Mm-mm.
So
I can't do clowns.
Joe just throwing her
Throw it in
Raggedy
the
Ann doll in the
freezer.
freezer.
uh,
Oh, what's worse is the ones that talk on their own without doing the pulley string or button or anything. Just middle of the night. Nope.
yeah, I can't do clowns. I remember my cousins had gotten when we were kids, they had these little tiny clown dolls, like the porcelain, and they still haunt me to this day. Like they were so creepy.
There's something about the porcelain. I don't know what it is, but those are the
Yeah,
most creepy. If they're porcelain, hey, easier to smash.
you're right. I was like, mm-mm.
Like, oops.
But like I think it was like my aunt also was like collecting them, so where they'll be like on the fireplace mantle, like why?
Right, so
Yeah,
say,
like what was the Gabby doll on Toy Toy Story 4, or was
oh,
it 3 or
yeah,
4?
it was
She was
4.
oh
Yeah, she was not cute. Okay, so one in the chat, if he, wait,
if she was the
the
OP
sibling,
original poster, if the original poster was
the asshole,
the
or 2 if the sister is the asshole, or 3
no,
both.
Crystal, you can't put 4. The 4 don't work here.
Yeah, there's no 4.
That's for that. 4. That's for Claire. You gotta leave that for Claire.
I'm gonna type a 2 for sure. Because man, yeah, everybody's saying 2.
Yeah, that one. I knew that one was gonna be an easy one, but I just like who is this? It really got me when what really got me was because she didn't get her chips.
Yeah,
That really got me. Like
you're a
you are
grown
a
adult.
39-year-old woman.
Yeah, get your own.
Go get your own chips.
All right, I found this one. I don't think I read it completely yet because it was a little bit longer, but the title made me laugh. It was, "Am I the asshole for screaming at my husband and his sister to get out of my kitchen?"
That's something. Yeah.
So, my husband's sister, who's 38, lives with us and our kids. I'm well beyond fed up with her being here because of food issues. That's the only reason. So, basically, every single time I make food, his sister will come in and, quote, doctor up the food I'm making to her liking. I made steak and shrimp the other day, like Applebee's, and she waited until I left the room to put a full stick of butter in my shrimp that was already done. And when I came back in, she goes, I'm pretty sure that's the taste you were looking for, and completely ruined it. It was trash. Or whenever I make spaghetti, she will start dumping sugar into the sauce to the point of
Ew.
sweet
Sorry.
spaghetti that me and my kids outright refuse to touch because it's nasty. Every single time that she can get away with it, she's doing something to the food. Anyways, my husband has started doing the same thing. I went to make homemade mac and cheese last night and cheeseburgers. I went to the basement to the chest freezer to grab the veggies I needed. And when I came back upstairs, my husband was putting canned chicken into the mac and cheese. He knows the kids absolutely
Ooh.
hate the taste of that. And his sister was pushing blocks of blue cheese into the partially cooked burgers. I asked what the fuck they thought they were doing because I told them so many times to stop fucking with the food. And neither of them had any good excuse other than we were just helping. I flipped out and told them to get the fuck out of my kitchen. Both of them told me I was overreacting. The thing is, I've openly asked my sister in law to cook several times and she won't. But she won't stop fucking with the food I'm making. My husband cooks often and I don't care if he screws with food he makes, but it royally pisses me off when my cooking is messed with and he knows that. Am I the asshole?
No.
That's so funny.
They're
I
they're
feel like
doing
she was
it.
getting more and more angry the more she was typing.
Yeah, because it's like either you cook it or leave it alone.
Yeah.
And canned chicken, that's disgusting.
Well, who puts chicken
No,
in
no
regular
offense.
mac and cheese anyway, unless it's
I don't
like
know. That's probably why they did it. Is because they know the kids ain't gonna eat it.
Because I only put chicken if I'm doing like chicken Alfredo, but I've never put chicken in mac and cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I would stop cooking. That's what I'm thinking, Jersey. I'm thinking they love the reaction they get out of her. They love pissing her off, and then one day it's gonna piss her off to where he's signing divorce papers because he went too far.
Well, I would get mad too, being that, like, is she chipping in for groceries? Because
Yeah, right.
if I'm
Okay.
not going to eat what's in my home and that I'm wanting, it's going to waste. And she's
Yeah.
going hungry. And it's her home. And it's weird that it sounds like the sister in law is too lazy to make a whole meal, but then was like, well, this is all about me. So let me change this. Like,
But
could you
yeah, oh yeah,
imagine?
buffalo chicken and mac and cheese. That actually is good. Sorry, I take that back.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's actually really good. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going. I interrupted you.
Well, I was just thinking about Thanksgiving. Like, she'd probably kill her if this were Thanksgiving and she's messing with her turkey, and
All right.
I certainly would. Cause
The main thing that got me is the canned chicken. It gives me the the horrible flashback of seeing the video of the whole canned chicken coming out of the can.
yeah,
Ugh.
just dumping it
Traumatized.
in there.
Traumatized.
That would be my solution. I'd just be like, you know what? I'm not cooking anything other than PB and J from now on.
Yeah, right, Juju. Why not just add cheese? You if you want cheese, like it's not that big of a deal.
That would make me mad too, because I don't like blue cheese at all. And if she's putting it in the whole thing of meat and not just putting it on her own, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of blue cheese. I actually don't mind. Carl's Jr. actually had a buffalo blue cheeseburger, and it
Yeah.
actually was pretty good. Like there's certain things I'm okay with eating, like blue cheese on, like black. There's a burger that we get at this burger place. We call it the black and blue burger. I don't think they call it that, but it's a mushroom with sauteed mushrooms, blue cheese, and then the oh my goodness, the sauteed onions too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. And that's like the only time I can actually eat blue cheese is eating that burger because it's overflowed with other flavors.
Yeah. And the nice thing is when you're ordering it from somewhere, they're not putting it in everyone's burger. Whereas this sister-in-law, she put it to where, and it's like, what kid is going to eat a blue cheeseburger other than if they just happen to like
Yeah.
blue cheese? But most kids don't. And I make my own spaghetti sauce, and I don't put any sugar in it. I put shredded carrot in it for sweetness, but you're not
I'm
supposed to
gonna
put
say
like a ton of sugar in your sauce. That
I
just
can't
nasty.
see. Okay, always grateful. Question: would Italians put sugar in their spaghetti sauce? I'm saying I don't think they would. I think an Italian would be because you know how usually spaghetti is like big with Italians because isn't it
Well, it
Italian
says
food?
it's supposed to, it kind of not counteract, but because of the, since tomatoes are acidic and all that, it's supposed to counteract with it. I don't use it just because I don't like sweet sauce, but um, yeah, to cut the acidity.
Okay, see Jersey Jojo. I didn't realize. I didn't know you had
Because I
an
saw
Italian
on,
grandma.
it was what's that show? Restaurant Impossible. He put carrot in it, and that's where I got the idea. But yeah, you're not supposed to. She said they dumped sugar in it. Like, it just
Yeah,
sounds
but kind
disgusting.
of what Kay said, the same thing as Jersey Jojo.
Yeah,
They put just like a little, and whatever that word is, acidity. I'm saying that correctly.
acidity. But yeah, if it,
Yeah,
I
but
would,
when you said dumping the sugar, and I was like, ugh, ugh.
yeah.
A spoonful of sugar makes, how is it? Makes the medicine go down, or helps the medicine go down?
Yeah. And the kitchen is kind of, it's like my sanctuary, and I don't like a lot of people in there with me because I just feel like I'm being hovered.
Yeah.
When you start messing with what I'm making, no, get out. So, okay, so put 1 in the chat if you think the wife is the asshole, 2 if the sister-in-law is, or 3 the husband and the sister are assholes.
And I guess we could do 4 for all 3 of them are assholes, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Probably didn't include a 4 because I don't think she's being an asshole at all. I think she's just at her wit's end. And I would be too. And a full stick of butter in the shrimp, that sounds like a lot. I'm assuming it's not like a ton of shrimp either, if it's being paired with steak. If I was nice enough, which I'm probably not, I would be like, let me show you how to cook because this ain't it. Or I'd say, you know what? You're cooking dinner tonight. I'm
Yep.
sitting back with a glass of wine, and then I'd probably want to go in there and be like, nope, you need to add this, a little bit of this, just kind of give her a taste of her own medicine. Yeah, it's like, why am I going to waste
Exactly.
my time and food and energy for it to just be ruined? Like, I'm cooking, I want to enjoy my food.
The thing is, nowadays, the problem is she's doing all this work to cook it. She knows how her kids would like it. She knows what her kids would eat.
Yeah,
And nowadays, it's expensive.
that too.
Food is expensive. So they are sitting there throwing a bunch of sugar in it, messing all this up, using a can of chicken, like, which she might have, I don't agree with canned chicken, but she might have used it for something. She might have had it maybe
Yeah,
set aside to maybe make salad or something. Who
yeah.
knows? Messing with the blue cheese, like just doing all this stuff. It's like it's too expensive unless you're gonna fork up some of that money, dear sister-in-law. Leave my food alone.
That's why I'm really surprised the sister. I mean, she probably did it all her life, or I don't know, but I'm just surprised she didn't say, hey, can you set aside some for me that I can add some more sugar, that I can add some blue cheese, or that I can add some chicken. Like, I wouldn't
I
just
don't even
add it
think
to
that
the
was.
whole thing.
Yeah, I just think the whole thing was they were, because it started off. It sounded like the sister-in-law was a bee, a bitch,
Yeah.
but I just think she was wanting to do it. The husband's like, okay, I'm gonna just go along with my sister and piss my wife off.
Yeah. It probably became a game after a bit just to see, like, how far she'd go before she'd snap. All I know is I, I almost want there to be a follow up and say, like, how many more meals did she ruin, or did she finally tell her off?
Hey, Fishner. Thank you for popping in or coming in. Good to see you. Check butts.
All right. Do you have another story?
Yeah, we'll do what? One more, I guess.
Sure.
I'm not sure. how long you're wanting to go, if you're wanting to keep it or not.
We're not at an hour yet, so we can
Yeah.
see how far it goes.
Yeah. So it's kind of another long one, but am I the asshole for refusing to change my plans? I have been getting pretty burnt out from work, and I've noticed myself getting tired a lot quicker and having barely energy. I needed a day to myself to just relax, watch Netflix, read, play video games, etc., and not leave the apartment. Last Saturday, I told my girlfriend that that's what I would be doing on Sunday since we had no plans. When we woke up Sunday morning, my girlfriend asked if we could go out for the day. I refused and told her she knew what I had planned for today. She said she needs it for her mental health because she's feeling quite low. Since we were both off work on Monday, I mentioned that we could go out for the day on Monday. She refused and asked if I could do my plans on Monday. I told her no because I made these plans first. She mentioned again that she needed it for her mental health, and I just asked, what about my mental health? I mentioned that she knew I had planned to relax because I was burnt out. Oh, sorry. I have to keep toggling because where'd it go? I mentioned that she knew I had planned to relax because I was burnt out. Why is my mental health less important than hers? She just said that's not what she was saying, but that she needs to get out for the day. So I told her I'm not stopping her going anywhere. I pointed out she could ask a friend to go or go on her own, but that I won't be going. She said I was being unfair to her because I knew she struggles with mental health issues, but I just repeated that her mental health issues doesn't automatically come before mine, and she knew about my plans I made. Am I the asshole for refusing to change my plans?
No.
I want to say no, because I feel he told her a week in advance. It sounds like,
Yeah.
or maybe a day in advance, depending on what Saturday he told her. He told her in advance. She knew she could do what he said. Like she can ask a friend to go. Like why is it okay? Like she's using her mental health to
Manipulate.
manipulate him to
Yeah.
change his plans and disregard his own mental health.
Yeah.
Like that's how I felt about it. I I for one I'm an introvert, so I would prefer doing what he was doing
Yeah.
instead of going out. So I
Right.
can't.
And if it's one night, like big deal. That's not gonna, or at least it shouldn't change, the whole relationship. It's like you gotta
No.
learn to be able to do stuff separate from each other.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is like she knew he was doing it for his mental health. Then she's not bringing her mental health into it.
Yeah.
She's she's like not hearing what he's saying. Like why so I'm supposed to just put my mental health on the back burner to help yours? Like that's not fair.
Yeah.
Like
It's
each
like there's
have your
gotta
it's no
be
wrong there's
compromise.
nothing wrong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having separate, like you said, there's nothing wrong with doing things separate. He can stay home and do what he want to do. She can go out with friends or just go out. Like,
Yeah.
why does he have to be with her? Like, I understand she wants to spend time with him, but like he said, or they could have done it Monday
Yeah.
since they're both off that day.
And
Like you said, compromission.
there will come a time where he'll want to go somewhere and she'll want to stay home. It just works out that way. So it's like you just gotta, like I said, compromise.
Yeah,
So no, I don't think he was being an asshole. I think she was being a little dramatic.
yeah,
Hopefully she's not like that all the time.
yeah. Hopefully not, because it's just that would be one thing. Like, if okay, this happened, but it's like she knew his plans and then goes and tries to throw her mental health in the mix. Like that's really what got me. Is like that's not
Mm-hmm.
right. Like,
Yeah.
you knew his plans before. He gave you a heads up. That's what he wanted to do. He wasn't going to change it. And now you're making him feel guilty, making him feel bad because he's not changing his plans for you.
Yeah. My guess is she's done that either with past relationships or just with everyone. Like, what about me though? Don't you care about my mental health?
Yeah.
It's like, how is your mental health going to really be affected by one night of not doing something? And I could see it
Yeah.
if, like, she was really having a bad day and just need to get out, but that doesn't sound like the case here. Because I think if she was really upset about something, he'd say, okay, let's just go do something quiet and chill, but it doesn't sound like that was the case here.
Yeah.
Oh, did you miss the story?
I think they all did. I'm not rereading it. Sorry. That was too long.
But basically, long story short, original poster is asking if he's an asshole because his girlfriend wanted to go
Yeah.
out. He wants to stay in, but she's saying, what about my mental health? I want to go out. He said, you could find a friend to go out with. For my mental health, I want to stay in, don't want to go out. So that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah. He told her ahead of time that he's planning on doing nothing all day. Don't leave the apartment. Do whatever he wants inside. And she tried to use her mental health, saying, well, I need to go out because you know how my mental health is. And when he mentioned his mental health, she's like, oh, that's not what I mean. But then she kept throwing hers in his face. So,
Yeah.
yeah, what Crystal says, you guys are the a-holes.
So 1 in chat if he's the asshole, 2 she's the asshole, or 3 a little bit of both. I say she's kind of the asshole.
Yeah, I say she is. Like, mainly because he gave her a heads up. Like, they had no plans. He made plans for himself. If she didn't like it, she could have said, well, how about we do this instead? And before he decided, was like, once you're kind of set on something, like on doing something, especially when you're just
Yeah.
trying to take a you time, like a
Yeah.
you day, there's nothing, like, that's what you want to do.
And sometimes I'll have plans like outside of the house, but then I'll be like, how can I get out of it? And
Yeah,
then when the person
exactly.
cancels, I'm like, yes.
That's how I am. I
Like
don't like,
such a relief. But yeah, I feel
I just don't
differently.
like going anywhere.
I
Okay.
feel differently. Like they had like made plans in advance, and then last minute he's like, I don't feel like going out. I would probably feel more on her side, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if that's something, okay, if he was always constantly doing that and he never wanted to go out, that'd be one thing. But he said he was burnt out on work. He felt he needed a time to either just watch TV, maybe catch up on some shows, maybe read a book, or maybe even
Netflix
play
and
some
chill.
games. Yeah, serious. Like, who
We're all
knows?
like that.
She could have been sitting there next to them, and maybe they weren't really going to be watching some Netflix. Like, maybe they would have done a book club instead.
Yeah.
You know, that's really good for the mental health.
But not after how she acted. I don't think there'd be anything going on there.
I bet she buys the wrong.
Maybe she has a puppet.
She's trying to make him her puppet.
Yeah. Say who's controlling the strings there. Okay, well, do you guys want to hear any more, or think 4 is enough for tonight?
I was like, 4? What are you talking about? 4?
Yes, we went
It
through.
just doesn't. Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I probably have maybe one more. I have more of like funny ones,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Let me see
Her
if I
name is
have
Joan.
any. Huh?
Always Cribble said, I bet her name is Joan.
Oh no.
I'm feeling
Oh,
judgy.
this one is kind of, oh dang, it's kind of long. Never mind. Dang it. I was
This
gonna
one,
say this.
the title is a little funny. It
What?
says, where'd it go? Uh, Am I the asshole for leaving my sister's wedding early because she kept my husband out of pictures?
Wow.
Um,
One more. You can do. Do you have another one, Carly?
yeah, that's the one I just read.
Oh, yeah. Read that one. I want to know. Let's hear it.
Okay. My M? What's the M? 31M. Male? No, that doesn't.
Yeah, that's usually what it like.
Oh, so it says my 31M sister, Anne, 34, got married on Saturday. My husband of 7 years, Mark, who's 32, was there with me, and up until one point, it was an amazing evening. After the ceremony, Anne wanted a picture with all of our siblings. There's 5 of us, and their respective partners, so we started lining up. When Anne saw that my husband was standing next to me, she shook her head and said something about him, quote, ruining the aesthetic. Apparently, her plan was to put one man and one woman next to each other alternately. My youngest sister, who's 18, doesn't have a partner and was standing on the very side, offered to stand between the two of us so we could be close and Anne's wish would still be respected. I thought that was a great solution, but Anne disagreed and told Mark to get out of the picture. He's quite introverted and tries to avoid confrontation under all circumstances. So he simply complied and told me not to get angry. But it was obvious that he was hurt and disappointed by being left out. Obviously, it didn't stop me from getting angry, and I walked away with him. I can understand that Anne wanted her pictures to look exactly the way she imagined them, but I think that the idea my younger sister proposed was very reasonable. I congratulated Anne and her husband one last time, and then I said my goodbyes. When I asked why we were leaving early, especially before taking the pictures, I said I didn't feel like our presence was wanted. We left before dinner was served, and I took Mark out to his favorite restaurant to cheer him up a little. Anne has texted me since saying that I was being overdramatic and making a fuss over nothing. Our parents have tried to remain neutral, but except for my younger sister. They spelled that wrong. The rest of the family supports Anne and thinks that leaving early was going too far and that I should have sucked it up instead of ruining her big day. Oh, it's okay. It said there's an edit for confusion. It says, my husband is able bodied and white, so is most of my family, but we are indeed a gay couple. Okay.
That's what I figured because I think that's what it meant. Like he's 30, whatever. He's male, and his sister, female, got married,
Yeah.
and I think that's what. Yeah, that's pretty much to me that like I can understand it, and I can't like she has her own beliefs. That's fine, but she can't really be upset when they don't go along with it because I feel the younger sister had a really good solution.
Yeah.
But that's kind of messed up. It's like you're allowing the other siblings to have their spouses, and why can't he have his?
Yeah. And I'm assuming it was just one photo. It's like, does the aesthetic really matter for one photo? Or if there was like a certain, I don't know if it's like wardrobe color, like why couldn't she have said, this is what I plan to do for the photo instead of just
Yeah,
saying last minute? Because it's like she's going to look back on those photos and it's going to look like either she got divorced or like, it's weird. It's,
yeah,
it's one photo. And I think I would have just left too because that's just what you do for your spouse. Like if someone offends them or makes them upset, it's like you have their back. So I would have left too.
yeah. Plus, you don't want to like yeah that maybe making a commotion because you left, but you could have made up any other reason instead of being they're making a commotion by arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
So I feel he did the right thing and left with his spouse. Like yeah, that's your sister and all, but once you marry, that becomes your kind of new family. So where you got to stick up. Like he would want his husband to stick up for him.
Yeah.
She would want her husband to stick up for her against the monster-in-law.
Well,
Because
and
most
being
people
that,
do have monster-in-laws. I don't, but
yeah, I love my mother-in-law, but being that
yeah,
the younger sister offered a solution and the bride still said no, that's when I'd start taking it kind of personal and be like,
yeah.
is it because we're a gay couple, or are
That's
you?
what that's kind of what it kind of boils down to is because like you're making this thing, oh, I want it to be male, female, male, female, male, female.
And then here we are
But
saying we can still do male female, but still saying no. That's when I'd be like,
I
okay,
think that I felt that was an excuse. That was an excuse because she didn't want pictures of her gay brother. That's just in my opinion. I could
yeah,
be wrong, but that's how I would have taken it if I was the brother. Like you must be ashamed of me being gay if you don't want to allow my husband to be next to me.
yeah. That's why part of me wishes there was more context. Like, has there been issues with that in the past, or like, is he a new spouse and she doesn't accept him yet?
Yeah,
Or, well, no, he said husband of 7 years. So they're not even like newlyweds. Where like that's family after 7 years.
yeah.
So
Well, I get it because, like he said, maybe he's an introvert. Maybe he doesn't really come around too much. But he was there for her on her wedding day.
yeah,
That should count for something.
and
Hey, Sean, good to see you.
hi, Sean.
What like Juju said. See, that's good. See, like, look, you took it. You took a hit for your brother, Juju. You're like, okay, I'll do this for my brother.
Yeah,
That
and
is that takes a lot of guts, in my
it's
opinion.
it's
Like,
one photo. Like
yeah,
they're
it's one
not
photo.
asking to be in every photo or be in the bride and groom's every photo or be on top of the cake. It's like it's one photo.
That's the thing, too, is like, did she instruct like when he sees like maybe pictures throughout? Because you know how sometimes they take pictures of the guests, like, or they'll have like the tables. People would take pictures of like people sitting at their tables. There doesn't like I don't like my second cousin, which is my dad's cousin. It was only my mom and I that ended up going, but she did a picture with all of us, like a huge big family picture, and I was surprised, like I was even like invited to be part of the picture. And then she had pictures were taken at the tables, like all of us at the tables would come together and take a picture at our
Mhm.
table, and
Yeah,
they would come and take a picture with us.
yeah.
It took forever. Like their pictures took way too long. Like I was starving. I was wanting to eat some of that cake, but we didn't. It got so late because my mom had to be to work the next day. Had to be to
Mhm.
work early the next day, and it was like we left at like 9:30 at night, and they were still not even close to the cake. So I was like,
Yeah, yeah. That's what's
but we
sad.
had an excuse though. Like we weren't the only ones leaving. People were already leaving, but like we said our goodbyes. Like sorry, we got work the next day, but yeah,
Yeah, I feel bad that the family seems to be siding with the sister and not the brother.
yeah.
Because I'd be like, she didn't want my husband in the picture. Like anyone would feel hurt about that, and all because of aesthetic. Like it wasn't like, oh,
Yeah,
she's mad at him or no good reason. So it's like she's
I
being a
feel that's an
bridezilla.
excuse.
Yeah, and
That's just in my opinion. That's like if I were to have family pictures and tell my cousin that her wife can't be in them.
yeah,
That would be like me saying, "Well, I don't approve," but it feels like you're not approving of the spouse. Just in my
yeah,
opinion. Like I have nothing against my cousin's wife, like at all. But But yeah, that's how I would take it because like your siblings, and you're saying that my husband can't be in the picture with me,
Mhm. It's
but
like that's feels like she's saying like he's not part of the family because it doesn't go with her little boy girl thing. And then for her to not even apologize, just says he's overreacting. That
a lunatic cupcake. That's hilarious. Oh, I would love to see those pictures. Just because a hot pink dress. Oh god.
yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, because you know how some people get really into it. Like they have like a, color coordinated wedding where you cannot wear this or you can't wear that.
Yeah. I don't like weddings like that where they control like what the guests wear.
Yeah, honestly, don't care. Like I didn't have a wedding because I just I didn't feel like doing the whole planning and all that, and it's a lot of money. I just went and got
Mhm.
married at where you go and get the marriage license. We just went and got married there.
That's what
That
I
was
did.
fine. Like I felt that was, my parents were there as like the witnesses, but other than that, like I got married in jeans and a shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't realize you could actually change in at the place because I didn't really do research. It's like
Oh.
he was just getting off of work, so he was just in same thing, shirt and jeans.
Mhm.
So we're like, obviously I still did my makeup and hair nice, but other than that, I was like, I didn't realize we can change. I was like, screw it. Why change into a dress just to get married? Take a few pictures and then change back. I was too lazy for all that. But
Mhm.
hey, we saved money.
Right,
We
exactly.
didn't go. We didn't. Yeah, because we talked about it. Like I have a big family on both my dad and mom's side. At the
Mhm.
time, my grandparents were going through a divorce, and it just didn't want the drama. So I was like, I don't feel like dealing with it. So
Yeah.
they ended up not getting a divorce.
Yeah.
So
Right. So, one in the chat if you think the brother was the asshole, two, the sister, or three, both.
that's what you do. Yeah. So you had to. So did you get dressed then? Did you have a dress, Carly? Because you said you did the same thing.
I did, but it was like a off white colors. It was like simple, but
Did you have any witnesses with you guys?
well, when we went, we wanted it to be just us, but then they said we'd need at least two, and we could have our own or pay like $40 for them to provide witnesses.
Yeah, that's the thing
So
too. Yeah, that's how it was. Like we were just gonna do that because we're like, well, we just want the kind of same thing. We just wanted to be us, but then we're like, well, we have to pay extra for them to provide witnesses.
yeah,
So he's like, just ask your parents, like, because he knew, like, he figured my parents would want to see it. So it's like, just ask your parents. And so they came and was our witness, but that
yeah.
was pretty
I
much
was like,
it.
I don't want to pay the extra money, but I also didn't want strangers to be like part of my wedding.
Yeah, right.
So I was
So
like,
was he in a tux then too, or?
no, he wore like nice black pants and a button up. So no tux. But I was like, we were like, who's available at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday? So,
Yeah, ours was 9:30 in the morning on Wednesday.
mm-hmm,
So we got married the day before. Because what happened was is we were talking about it. He's like I'll let you go ahead and decide what day, and I'll just ask for those days off. I was like,
mm-hmm.
okay. I was like, wait, Thanksgiving's coming up. I was like, I'm off on Thanksgiving. You're off on Thanksgiving. We could do with that. So I was like, we could get married on Wednesday, and then we'll have Thursday and Friday where are my days off. And because I just got the job, so I didn't have any vacation time at the time.
Oh,
So I was like, we can then, and I wanted the holiday pay. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll say weekend then. So I did go to work after I got married. Why he moved my stuff from my bedroom at my parents to his house, to his apartment. So so yeah, I was like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We'll get married the day before because they're open the day before, and then we'll have Thursday and Friday, and then I'll go back to work on Saturday.
Well, there you go.
And that's what we did. Because I was thinking, I was like, what day do I want it to be? And then so I just set it up for November 24th. I was
There you
like,
have it.
yep.
Okay, so
Isn't
like
is yours like the 24th also? Like the month before or something?
no, I got married on the 15th.
Oh, why am I thinking the 24th? Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Like the 15th. Oh,
So
I don't know. See,
looks
like,
like everybody that voted said the
yeah.
sisters. Yeah, so I agree. Well, we're. I think five's pretty good to end on. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I remember a I went to one of my Nana Papa's longtime friend. Their daughter was getting married, and we were all close too. And I went to the daughters. They had it just the wedding in the backyard. She was in like all dressed up, beautiful dress. He was just in the tennis shoes, jeans, and a shirt. Like when she was going all out, you could at least put on a nice button up or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did too. Now see, I wore jeans. I don't even think I have those jeans anymore, and I don't think I could fit them because I'm not a size 0 anymore.
Yeah.
Well past that.
Yeah.
Blame it on the
I'm gonna
kids.
end up giving my dress to my daughter.
You said you did, or you're going to.
I'm going to when she's old enough to wear it. Not for
There
her
you
wedding,
go.
but just to wear.
Yeah, just to have
Wedding.
it. Yeah, that's cute.
I've thought
But
about like
yeah,
doing a photo shoot with her wearing it, but we'll see. But
oh, that would be cute. Maybe. How old will she be? How long has it been? Has it been 10 years yet?
um, September will be 9 years.
Okay, yeah, because I know it was right before you had, or it was before you got pregnant. So that's why it's like I know your son is same age as mine. I couldn't remember what time when you said you got married. It'll be it will be 13 years November.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say like maybe like when she's a teenager if she can fit in it, like maybe you could do like a oh wait, I was gonna say maybe you could try to put it on and do a photo shoot for like the 20-year or something or 15-year and then she puts it
Yeah.
on. Never
Yeah.
mind. I
That's
was thinking that would have been cute.
yeah. We'll do
Or you
something.
can get like something similar, like get a
Mhm.
similar dress.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you. Yeah,
Christola,
Nancy, hit that like.
good night, Christola. Thank
Good
you for coming.
night. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming.
Yeah.
That was, that was really cool. We had Jersey JoJo in the chat.
No. So happy.
Now we just need Christoph Fan always, and then it'll be a night.
Yeah. Like old
We
times.
can, and then Mousy,
Mm-hmm.
we still need proof of life of your sea monkeys. Just saying.
Yes. Please leave us a comment as well because it helps the
Yes,
algorithm. But let us know what you guys think of doing like more Reddit threads you'd like us to talk about because there's a lot. But
there is. Like I think next time, I don't know. We will have to obviously talk to Grace. So maybe next time we can do like funny ones.
yeah, like funny date stories or just there's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, there is a lot.
If you guys
Yeah,
have any suggestions, please let us know because we want your feedback.
yes. Give us your feedback. Tell us what topics on Reddit, or even if you find one, if you guys want to even come up and join us,
Yep. That too.
like to read your own, you can. Like, or if you want to, or if you want to send us something and want us to read it for you,
Yeah.
just let us know. Like, we're down for it all. Yeah, I'm so glad you did too. What's up with these emojis? What emojis? I can't even see them.
They're ones that YouTube provides. They're like little monsters or
Oh,
something. I don't know what
those
they are,
ones.
but they look kind of like the characters from Inside Out.
Inside Out. Is that the one
With joy, disgust, sadness.
I can't really watch it, like hear the name Joy anymore. No offense to any Joys out there. Like, it's ruined for me, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jersey, we hope to see you in future streams. We changed
Yes, you
our
gotta
schedules to we go like Thursday night. So
yeah, you gotta come when we have Grace here. Grace would love to see you.
but
We gotta get the gang back. Gotta get Christoph and Ollie.
thank you all for coming and interacting
Yeah.
with us. I thought this was fun.
I had fun. Did miss Grace. I know she had some that she wanted to read. But we'll do it again so she'll have a chance to read hers.
And if you guys could
And
do the YouTubey things, like, comment, share.
yeah. Oh, so I think next week, because you're going to be out of town, right, Carly? Is that the 20th?
Yes, I will be gone.
So Carly will be out of town. Grace and I were thinking of maybe game nights that day are
Actually, the 27th is when I'll be gone. I'll be here next week. But the 27th.
27th. Oh, next week we're doing the food. Aren't we doing the junk food trivia?
Yes. Thank you for
That's
my
right.
junk
We're doing
food.
the junk food trivia next week on the 20th. 27th is when we're doing game night.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I got it mixed up.
I keep thinking I'm leaving next week too. I was saying to the husband, but because isn't it? I think it's the 21st that it's like National Junk Food Day or something. So we thought we'd do junk food trivia.
Yep. Next Friday is junk food day. So everyone, make sure you eat your junk food.
Yeah, bring your junk food and we'll test how much you know about it.
Yeah. Bring your junk food.
Yes.
Eat some junk food with us.
Yes.
Next week.
Okay,
7 p.m. Central.
and thank you all for coming. And we will see you next week.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Ready?
Ending it?
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
Bye. Bye. I'm Batman.